All right, go ahead, we'll start off with Colleen, go ahead.
Coach, obviously penalties an issue last game, some penalties this game. What can you just say about the overall effort for the team? And
I liked our game tonight again. Like the work ethic, the competitiveness, and I think out of the first 3 games, like that's the tightest we've been defensively. You know, suppressing shots, just like I thought our intentions were good, and our commitment to defend and our conscience to defend was good tonight. And so, you know, I've liked what we created in Utah against Mini again tonight, but I didn't love, like, I just think we gave up too many scoring chances in those first 2 games that we left them the chance. And tonight we were better. And, you know, penalty kill, we give up 1, but it was really good after that. And I liked their power play tonight. I think that was a really good sort of first step coming out of the break on how we'd like to get in attack mode, and they get us a big power play goal, even though it had just ended. It was a huge goal for us.
Jesse?
Coach, you look up there at one point in the second period, and geez, I think the shots were like 18-4 or something like that. Sam was saying that the chatter on the bench stayed super positive. Just how do you keep the team from getting frustrated when you guys are, you know, getting pucks in the net, they're just not going?
I don't find that our team gets frustrated when the flow of the game or the rhythm of the game is in our favor. Like, they don't worry too much about, like, the score, that it's 1-0, you know. They get frustrated a little bit, like if they get an opportunity and miss the net, or it gets blocked, or their goalie makes a save. But I think those are just like momentary, you know, things. I don't think they're carrying it with them throughout the course of the game. When we were playing the way we were playing, especially in the second period, I thought we got going even more. I think it's just easier to just like, everyone just like, just stay with it. It's going to come. It's a matter of time, kind of thing.
Ryan Bolden?
Have you noticed with McKenzie that maybe it takes a little bit for him to really get his time back, feel the rhythm, and how have you felt about, you know, this little stretch for him post-break?
Well, yeah, I think he's played 2 really good games for us post-break. So, you know, our goals and our intentions are to get him going a little bit more, because he hasn't played a lot of hockey. And there's, you know, the season's going to start ticking down here on games that I want him to be sharp. And so we'll rest him when we need to rest him. We'll kind of pick games in the schedule for Wedge. If Blackwood can keep playing the way he just played the last 2 games, then we're going to lean on him a little bit more, just because he's had a late season to this point. But I think that's with any player. If you're not consistently feeling healthy and you're not in the lineup all the time, it does take a little bit to find your rhythm coming out of injuries, and you know, just to gain the confidence you need to be able to play well.
Evan, then Aaron.
I think it's 16 penalties in 3 games. What do you attribute to that, and is it easily fixable in your mind?
Oh yeah, I think it's easily fixable. Like the mini game, we took a lot of dumb penalties. You know, when you get your stick up around a guy's head, you're going to get called with it. We took a couple undisciplined penalties where I don't think we needed to engage in some stuff. Tonight was, I mean, there's some things that are, sometimes they make a play and we took penalties because we got beat 1-on-1 and we get reaching, right? Like Taser got stripped and it's a reactionary play, you know. We don't see that happen very often, but they kind of slip by us on a couple plays and we take penalties, and sometimes those are good ones to take, sometimes they're not. But I think it's easily fixable, no question. Like, I'm not going to worry about our discipline because of 1 game, the mini game, or 2 back-to-back games. I think we've been a disciplined team to this point in the year, and I think we can continue to be, and it's just something we'll bring to their attention and try to correct.
Here.
Cale Makar admitted that there are some frustrations with the power play. How do you coach a group through that?
And we just did it tonight. Grabbed them all. We grabbed them all before the game, got really specific on what we want to try and do, got really specific on what the opposition was going to do, and talked to him about some reasons why I don't think it's been, you know, working. Just like some positioning details. It's a fine line between being good and bad, right? And execution is part of it, decision making is part of it, but also positioning and putting teams in tough spots if you know exactly the way they're going to kill something, right? So we got them all together before the game again, and we've done it in the past too. We do it all the time, but you know, bring them together, get super specific on what we want to see, and I thought they did a really nice job of it. We still made some plays where we turned the puck over. We, you know, lost a few battles that they sent the length of the ice. We misexecuted on some, but it was very intentional the way they played the power play tonight, and they got us a huge goal, you know, and it took 2 minutes and 4 seconds to get it. we'll try to shrink that time down to about 30 seconds or whatever. But we were challenging them at the net, you know. And there's different options and things that we can expand on. But we want to get really good at sort of the basics right now. And we're starting fresh, and you know that's 2 power play goals in 3 games, and we'll take that as a starting point and move on from there.
Last 2, Ryan, then Megan.
Mackenzie praised Gavin Brindley's work ethic tonight and said he's been coming early to practice,
Yeah.
getting in extra work, and he gets that go-ahead goal tonight. What can you say about the spark that Brinley provides for his team?
Yeah, big goal, and I was so happy to see him because like those guys, like we get in tight games and like Bardakov loses some ice time here and that, and it's not even from, you know, something that I'm not seeing from those guys. It's just I rely heavily on, you know, we had 3 veteran lines going, and then we got the line with Kells and the kids tonight, and sometimes Jury with the kids, and we're trying to keep them involved. But I liked what they'd been doing in their spot duty prior to that, and I wanted to get them out there another couple times. And I mean, it was a great shift again, and he gets rewarded by doing the right things. Bardakov had great poise with the puck multiple times in that shift, and then Brins gets out there and finds the loose puck net front, and I love the poise to pull it past the goalie and put it in the net. So I think they have that ability. I think they're growing their game, and on a night like tonight, it was a huge goal for us. So give them kudos.
Finish with Megan.
It's kind of a similar question, but that's 4 game-winning goals for Brinley in particular.
Yeah.
Drawing upon your experience as a player and a coach in a game like tonight where it is so tight, what's extra special about a player who might have limited minutes being able to find a key goal in a key moment, especially considering the pressure of that?
Yeah, like I think there's a balance there where you're still playing to win and be a difference maker without trying to do too much, right? And turning the puck over and having to go the other way. But I think both those guys, Barty and Brins, have done it. Like, it's not easy for a young player that's used to playing a lot. A challenge, oftentimes, especially in the first half of the year, and something that they have to grow through is keeping their focus, staying ready. You know, their name gets called a lot, and then they don't go. I put other people out, and then that kind of can be deflating. But you got to stay ready for when your name is called. And I think both those players have done a better job as the year's gone on of making the most of their ice time, even with big gaps in between their shifts. But I think Brins is a guy that, like both those guys, they want to make a difference and they want more ice time. And so it's a good start. Like, he gets out there tonight, he both guys make a big impact in the game by getting that goal. So I'll start out next game trying to play him a little bit more and keep him into the game a little bit longer.
Thanks, Jared.
Thanks.